kind of a big middle finger up to conventions is the kind of beauty of the space, and uh, the punk and anarchic vibe it has, which is like, yeah, we this rule book, throw that out the window. Let's do something different. Let's just kind of get involved, and that's what excites me about the whole like being involved with NFTs. And yeah, and come December, going to Art Basel, never been there before, never thought I would, but now I've got a reason to be there. To speak to other artists,
Mm.
and yeah, with kind of art that I've made as well. It's a very exciting time to be an artist and a creator, especially.
Now you sort of, not only are you doing CryptoLeos and you're doing the multiverse, you're also sort of doing very interesting things with physical arts mixed with mixed reality, kind of augmented reality, and you are kind of moving into the art DJ. Can you talk about sort of the experiments you're currently doing and where you're playing right now, and then kind of tell us about the art DJ and what that means to you?
And you can take it around the world. Like essentially, I want to start being a bit more free to live anywhere. So anywhere with a good Wi-Fi connection, you can kind of go around the world with it. Uh, and they're the reasons I'm engrossed by the concepts at the moment. AR as well. It just looks trippy, doesn't it? AR is like you put your phone up against the painting and it comes off the wall and it's like, bloody hell, that's trippy. And the same, I think it's quite exciting to create
Mm.
some experiences there. Obviously, the glasses aren't out yet, so we're kind of still like a bit, behind
Still
and
waiting.
still waiting for that tech. Yeah.
I'm fascinated by this idea of kind of geolocated
Mm,
augmented spaces. Like,
mm,
who owns that? So Leonardo DiCaprio definitely owns his house, so if you were to go there and
mm,
start spraying art on the wall, the cops would probably arrive and arrest you. But if you arrive
mm,
there and you attach CryptoLeo exhibition in, kind of augmented reality or mixed reality outside his house, have
mm.
you invaded his space, or is that now just you expressing yourself as an artist, and anyone who happens to go past wearing these goggles is going to see your exhibition outside of his house? So does he own that space in a digital world? It's this like strange concept that I don't think any of us have quite figured out yet. But
It's mega exciting. That is just super exciting ideas, and yeah, I think the geotagging is something again. It's on my list of things to start learning and incorporating because yeah, it's essentially with Web3 and NFTs, the anarchy towards it all is that it's kind of like removing itself from any physical place, albeit like a gallery, and living online or living in the real world via like mixed reality. And you know that's mad. And I think we are at the cusp of this new technological revolution, which in some with AI, and it's a very exciting time to witness it all. Plus, who knows what to expect from it, the good and the bad.
part of what I really enjoy about this space is that, people like Facebook are being outcompeted by people like Yuga Labs on the high end, but also then there's like independent people who are producing more meaningful stuff, more exciting stuff than Facebook has been able to, with billions of dollars at their disposal and some of the most talented people and direct access to hardware and even future hardware that we haven't even seen yet. Yet still, I think energy and excitement and experimentation can actually carry you quite a long way, and help people achieve things that they might not have been able to in a traditional gallery setting, or trying to do an activation on the street or any of these things. You can't really do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm also excited about the kind of new talent Web3 and NFT is shining a light on, and that's mega exciting to see new artists come out of nowhere because they've never been had the opportunity to like. I mean, the light's never been shined on them, and now the light's all about digital artwork. It's like, oh, here's a whole heap of new people, and it's like, wow, like, hello everybody,
Mm.
time to shine. Yeah, the art DJ, mega exciting. So obviously the market is not as popular, not as exciting as it last year. So there has been for me kind of thoughts of, oh, right, how am I going to stay relevant, or day to day keep myself entertained. And yeah, it's called The Art Degen. It's a new YouTube channel. It's putting a lot more energy into social media and creating content. After all, creator economy, that's huge. And it's going around meeting artists of both NFT, Web3, and just traditional artists, and talking, interviewing them, finding out what inspires them. It's an exciting, and it's also documenting my VR and AR journey as well.
I find it really interesting. That's kind of you sort of put yourself into these places without permission, and using kind of energy and creativity to sort of just stay in the space, so it's almost like moving from, you had this idea of a meme and now you're showing up at like Art Basel and places like that, in a form that people are kind of noticing. And I feel that it's a little bit like internet culture moving into the physical space. And I think the lesson for companies and brands and people building is that you don't necessarily need permission. I think it all comes down to what you want to do and what you're trying to create, and holding on to that, and not necessarily having to stick to the conventions that were coming before.
Yeah, exactly. A kind of a big middle finger up to conventions is the kind of beauty of the space, and uh, the punk and anarchic vibe it has, which is like, yeah, this rule book, throw that out the window. Let's do something different. Let's just kind of get involved. And that's what excites me about the whole, like, being involved with NFTs. And yeah, and come December, going to Art Basel, never been there before, never thought I would, but now I've got a reason to be there, to speak to other artists.
Mm.
And yeah, with kind of art that I've made as well, it's a very exciting time to be an artist and a creator, especially.
We've been through a few iterations of this market, and it feels like the pace at which Web3 and NFTs move is faster than other industries. We've been through multiple iterations already in a couple of years. Where do you see this all kind of going? Like, where do you see this whole thing playing out over the next year?
So I definitely believe in NFT for, because I believe in the value in digital assets. Digital assets are a huge economy already. I've always been a video gamer, so that's why I get like a good understanding of buying digital assets already. As we propel into more of a tech future with VR and AR, yeah, I think it's gonna definitely not go anywhere. I think um, it might get rebranded a little bit. NFT is a bit of a weird, dirty word at the moment, so it could do with like a facelift. Uh, and with crypto as well, I've only been in the space since last year, the beginning of last year, so this will be my first bear market. But it feels like it's just too big to fail now. It feels like with the years go by, more and more people get involved, especially the younger generations. Are just, you know, it's just a very exciting, amped up, pumped up, kind of crazy, like ferocious concept that's hard for you to get your head around. But the younger you are, the probably harder it is. It's like, yeah, I get that. Like, as a younger person, and yeah, it's an exciting time to be in it. I recommend anyone else try and get in it some way or the other, because it is an emerging landscape, isn't it? And I'm excited to see where it does go myself. I'll be here, rocking and rolling, and finding out other people's hot takes on it. I've got nowhere else to go really. Now I'm in here. It's too good to. I'm addicted. Once you get into NFTs, you get addicted. Yeah, we went to Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles and knocked on his door, and then his doorman came out, and as I was kind of giving the spiel, like, this is what it is, the doorman definitely didn't deny that this. It kind of had the energy like, this is really funny, and yeah, you've come to the right house. I'll get these to him.